This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
Why is it that with sparkling water, I'm always playing guessing games with what flavor I'm drinking? Is it citrus? Is it aluminum can flavored? Not sure. Sparkling ice, though, they really mean flavor. Like in-your-face flavor. Orange mango, black raspberry. Don't even get me started on the strawberry lemonade. Kiwi strawberry slid right into my taste buds DMs last night and let them know who's boss. No subtleties there, and no sugar either. But it does have vitamins and antioxidants. Find sparkling ice at a major grocery store or club retailer near you. Sparkling ice. Anything but subtle.
Hello, welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra.
Okay.
What?
I just feel like today's going to be one of those shows. I'm very tired for some reason. I didn't sleep very well last night, and I had to get up very early for work. And it's been a long month. It's been a long, emotional month.
Yeah, it has been a long month. Like, everyone always says to me about, like, August, oh, it must be really nice, get loads of time off, because, like, you know, big chunk of my work is the school. And actually, it's kind of worse, because everyone else disappears, and it's just me working to, like, well, me and a couple of other people working. And so there's no one else to do the shit, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I can get all the crap.
And shit goes down as well.
So yeah, this is true.
How was August for you, mate?
Yeah, ups and downs. But yeah, up and down. We had a few nice days, nice holidays and stuff. A few stressful times. But yeah, all right. But like, movie-wise, we've seen a few movies.
We have. Do you remember what we did? How our month panned out in the end?
How did our month pan out? Okay, so we did.
It's a 5-weeker. This is the 5th week in August, so.
Oh, it was a 5-weeker.
I just want to give you a heads up. Yeah.
Oh, that's confused me now.
More to remember.
Okay, so we did. What did we do this month? We did Alien Romulus. I'm gonna work backwards.
Yep.
Yeah. And we did Sin City: A Dame to Kill For.
Yes, the 10th year anniversary of that.
What else did we do? Oh, we did Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep, we did that.
What was
slightly
the
big
other
film
thing? What's the other thing that was this month?
Is it driving you crazy? Is it spinning you round? Is it turning into a twister in your head?
Oh, Twisters. Yeah, I forgot about Twisters.
Seems like a long time ago.
That does seem like a long time ago. That was in like July in my head. I think we might have even watched it in July.
I think we watched it in July, but we released the episode right at the beginning of August. Do you remember any other episodes we've done?
Yes. We've done Rambo 3.
Yes.
On Box Set Mentality. And we did Leon in Disenfranchised. We've done those. Yeah. What else have we done? Oh, like the end of season 6.
There we go. There we go.
That seems so long ago now.
I'm telling you.
It seems like it was so long ago that season 6 ended. Because we're on to season 7 recording already, and it's like, it's like season 6 was a blur.
We packed a lot into this month. Yes, we finished off season 6 with Phil DeSeminen. Great episode. And then we did the best bits of season 6. Or some of the best bits.
Yeah, some of the good bits. Some of the best.
Some of the bits we like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it all the best bits.
A nice summary of the season.
It'd go on forever because I love the whole of that season. But yeah, overall, good month. Do you think we did all right?
Yeah, I think we did all right. I think so. I think it's been a pretty solid month, hasn't it, really?
It's been jam-packed of sequel goodness. and I'm quite tired from it. And I think September's a little bit slower.
Sequel wise, but not recording wise.
No, not recording.
We've got lots of recording to do in September to get lots of season 7 stuff ready.
That's going to be absolutely mental.
And also, not only that, but something that has happened this month is we've bought cameras.
Oh God, people are going to see our face. Do you want to tell them our plans, or do we know our plans?
Well, I don't think we know our plans yet, but we're going to do something on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're gonna become
like
YouTubers.
Cool
yeah, like the cool kids. Jay has inspired us. One of our guests from season 6, Jay, famous YouTuber,
from the Cyber Nerds.
Yeah, although he is very cool, and we are tubby middle-aged blokes who aren't cool. So
the Cyber Nerds have this like flair and excitement about them, and
we're
going to try and have some excitement and flair, but it's going to be very different.
Yeah, we'll try and have some sort of something.
Basically, we're trying to grow.
Yeah.
Like a beautiful flower.
Indeed.
That's the best analogy I could think of in that.
Yes. Like a beautiful flower that's old and past its prime.
Oh, please watch us. Please watch us.
There's got to be other old and past their prime people out there that want to see us doing our thing. Who knows?
I'm not dancing. We're
not doing dancing. No, it's fine.
Good.
Might get you like dressing up as movie characters and stuff.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No. No. Absolutely not. Shall we have some emails and comments and stuff like that? Do you want to go?
Let's do it.
Where do you want to start?
Where?
Yes.
As in like what platform? Okay. Should we start on? Oh, let's start on Threads.
Okay.
Because that's a new thing for us, pretty much. It's not a new thing.
If you have followed us on Threads, thank you, because as we all know, Twitter's going down the toilet.
Yeah, it's a hellscape. So avoid it.
So I've really been trying to ramp it up. So if you don't follow us on Threads, we are there now. We are at Unequal Sequel. So just come along. I'm going to be more productive on there, hopefully, and see what happens. But yeah, someone's got in contact on the Sin City 2. Mark, he's written it sounds like you. It was fine, but doesn't push the envelope like the first one did. It walks too many of the same paths. Still fun though.
Yeah. It was fine. Yeah. But I'm glad you had fun, Mark. That's the main thing. Like, if you had fun with it, that's all that matters.
But thanks for reaching out on Threads. I asked for some Threads. Would you like to connect with other film podcasters? And loads of film podcasts have said hello. So
nice.
If you're one of those people, I'm not going to mention them all because there are quite a few, and I don't want to forget anyone.
Cool.
So thank you. On Twitter.
Oh no, the Bad Bird website.
I know, right? Oh yeah, this is something someone got in contact. You know, last time we were talking about buying film clothes off the internet, like the red jacket from Film Club.
Yeah.
Heather got in contact and told us clothes from films is how ASOS started. It brings it back, and it's called ASOS for a reason.
As seen on screen. Yeah,
never knew that.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue about that.
Yeah, it was like you could buy stuff that looked like the stuff that people were wearing in movies and TV and stuff. That was the whole idea of ASOS, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, that's changed dramatically over the years then, hasn't it?
I think it's just a clothes thing now, isn't it? Like it's just
all
a place
clothes.
to get clothes now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not movie stuff anymore.
On to Instagram, which is a fairly safe, nice place, to be honest, Instagram. Someone called Melon Farmer has told us on the Sin City 2 as well. I enjoyed the film, not a patch on the first, but I didn't expect it to be. Agree, main story is the worst one, but I had a lot of fun with Marv and the Joseph Gordon-Levitt story, especially. Probably did enjoy the episode more than the film itself, though. Great job, lads.
Oh, that's always nice. It's always nice when someone enjoys our ranting about a film than the actual film.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for that. Melon Farmer?
Melon Farmer, I think.
Nice. I'd quite like to be a melon farmer. Sounds like fun.
Email-wise, Paul got in contact to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. He says, hi, chaps. It's 3:30 on Friday, and I've listened to your podcast, I hear the above, so about Deadpool and Wolverines. I think he meant 3:30 p.m. I thought he listened to it at 3:30 a.m.
3:30 a.m. Blimey.
I mean, I released them at 3 o'clock a.m. So I think that'd been good. So another, as usual, another good listen. Art is subjective, so it's always good to hear other people's opinions. I realised a few weeks back that I could not recall anything about the previous two movies, so I was glad that we now live in an age where I could see them again without any drama. I saw Deadpool 2 the Friday before seeing this on the Saturday, and was glad I did. None of it rang any bells. I suspect I'd never seen it before. I love Deadpool 2. A lot of fun and set me up nicely to see this. And then he goes on and says, I loved this. Had me laughing out loud in so many places. The in-jokes were great and loved how they didn't care who they took down. That's very true. Hadn't seen anything online about any cameos, so I was pleased to see I'm not going to ruin it here, but blah, 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 and blah, blah. Confess had no clue who the blah blah character was, but that didn't matter. I think this is the kind of movie you go to the cinema for on a Saturday night after a long week. As you will know, Dave was probably right when he guessed it might take $1 billion at the box office. Spoilers for what's about to come in a few minutes. At the time of writing, it topped to 900 million. This is a few weeks ago. So it definitely went well on the way. I think Rich should watch it again and may appreciate it more, although I do acknowledge he definitely didn't hate it. As always, thanks again for a fun episode.
Definitely didn't hate it. Also didn't love it, but that could have been just because I was in a mood. So, yeah, maybe if I watch it again, I'll enjoy it more. But yeah, I didn't hate it.
It's going to be a very easy breezy watch, but yeah, especially in the Marvel.
I have been waiting for this since I noticed the gleam in Dave's eye, and I knew that Deadpool Wolverine had topped $1 billion, just like he said it would.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it after I just read out Esteban's email, which is, it's like a two-parter as always. Hello, chaps. Hope you're not too burnt out from doing your Back to the Future 2 and 3 style back-to-back season recordings. We're well on our way, mate. Don't worry. Went to see Romulus last night. Full disclosure, I'm a fan. I'm old enough to have seen the original on a pirate Betamax type. Fucking hell. Funny story for another time. And I even think the prequels are okay, and we'll watch 3 and 4 if they're on terrestrial without complaining. I have to say, well done to everyone involved. It has brought the franchise back on track if they carry on from here. Lots of nods, fan service, and most importantly, a good story. Bringing blah, 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 blah back, on the other hand, is giving me mixed feelings, but I think that's because the AI isn't quite there yet, but still good for the story. I like that they've made Prometheus and Covenant canon now, and I'm looking forward to see it released on Disney Plus within 17 minutes of it being pulled from cinemas. Well done, chaps. Keep it coming.
That will happen, yes.
That will happen.
Yeah. Again, I think maybe it's that Alien Romulus was a really odd movie for me because I was really enjoying most of it, and I think if it chopped the last 15 minutes off the end, I would love it.
I've spoken to a few people who've seen it now, and they agree exactly the same how we agree.
Oh, okay, well that's all right.
I think that ending is Marmite. Now,
yeah.
You either love it or you hate it, and it's drawing a reaction for good or worse. You know, and people are going to see it, which is a good thing. It is earning money, and I think it's definitely worth a watch. I was trying to explain it to someone today without ruining it, and I was like, and he's like, "Shall I go and see it?" I was like, "Yeah, you should definitely go and see it because I think the end is quite polarizing, and you might love it. I mean, you might fucking hate it, but don't blame that on me." He does go on, Esteban says, I may be misremembering this, but this popped into my mind after seeing Alien Romulus. During the days of dial-up modems, the web started picking up some of the traits we take for granted now. Being able to buy stuff online, this is very true. Seeing what is available in other parts of the world, movie-wise, and the scope of what props are just sitting around waiting to be snapped up by collectors. There was a company called Nightmare Factory in the States, and they sold full-size Alien Queen models, about 10 feet tall and about $16,000. They had access to the original molds and could ship them to whenever you wanted. Always wanted one at the bottom of the garden, but a lack of funds, a common sense, saved me from myself. But I remember realising this was the start of the world becoming more accessible and smaller. Do you remember when you saw something that made you think the future is here?
Wow, okay.
I don't know if he means like shopping-wise.
Yeah, I don't know. Or movie-wise. Or just in general. So I remember driving the first electric car that I drove, which I was like 17 and still at school, and we went on a tour of the Peugeot factory. and they had a fully electric Peugeot 106 that they drove around the factory.
Lovely.
And I got to have a little drive. I'm thinking, this is the future. I've tasted it.
I thought about that and just normal steering, because I drove a Mini for a lot of my adult life, and when I sat in a car with power steering, I was like, ooh la la.
Oh, you can tell those of us who drove Minis, because we all have big chunky forearms from from trying to turn a very, very big wide tyres with a very small steering wheel and no power steering. Yeah, that's true. But movie-wise, I think probably Lord of the Rings. The motion capture of Andy Serkis as Gollum. I think that was I was like, oh, okay, this is the future.
I think that's a perfect example. I think for me, the future is here is just how accessible. Rich, when we're in about 2004, you got me an MP4 player, and the screen was very, very small.
It's like 2 inches big.
But you could watch movies on it. And this was before an iPhone or whatever, an iPad, way before that. And it was a beast of a... It was embarrassing to have in my pocket, because it was also a music player.
It was massive, wasn't it? It was
massive.
It was like a full-on, 3.5-inch hard drive, like full-size hard drive with a tiny little screen on it.
But you could upload illegally downloaded films onto it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching like Shrek 2 and the Two Towers on it, and on this little screen. I thought, fucking hell, I've got a movie in my pocket.
Yeah.
I can watch this wherever I want now. And just how easy the first iPods was mind-blowing.
I'm going to track down one of those old MP4 players and get you it for your 40th.
I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere, maybe in my parents' house. It was like a brick.
It was, yeah.
But it was like the future. I was like, wow, look at that. I've got a movie in my pocket. I mean, it has to be a big pocket, but it was there. It was like a hard drive. That's what it looked like.
Movie in my backpack.
Yeah. But when I thought that maybe, again, Back to the Future 2, the trainers.
Back to the Future 2, the trailer for
the trainers.
Oh, the trainers, yeah.
The future.
The future. But the future wasn't there then, though, was it? That was the future.
No, that was the future. That is true. First time I saw 3D, first time I saw Avatar, it blew my mind.
I think I've always hated 3D, to be honest.
When it's good, it's good.
As a glasses wearer, 3D has never been the one for me.
I didn't have that problem.
I do have contact lenses, so if I'm going to a 3D movie, I will wear contacts. But it's still not. I
think the first kind of 3D thing I saw was at Universal Studios, and it was like the Muppets 3D, and I thought that was amazing. I was like, wow,
cool.
Or there's even a point when Children in Need. This is going back in the UK.
Yeah.
Do you remember the 3D night I had? And you had to buy the balloon.
Was it Children in Need or was it like Red Nose Day?
It was Children in Need.
Oh, it was Children in Need, was it?
And certain programs and things you had to put the glasses on.
Yeah.
And I remember one of them was Take That Babe live on Top of the Pops. And I thought that was cracking as well. Like stuff like that. I was like,
you had to get the Radio Times or something to get
something like that,
the glasses in. Yeah. That's very back in the day.
I'm very glad we didn't go down that line for the 3D stuff.
Oh no, we used to have. I worked in a bar, and we'd got like the new technology was 3D Sport. So like Sky Sports 3D.
Yes, I did this,
and we used to dish out 3D glasses to everyone in the bar.
Yes.
The problem was that on our projectors, it just looked really blurry and shit. It didn't really work very well. And I don't think it really worked on many things very well.
No.
Sport in 3D is hard.
They did that. It was great in rugby, weirdly. But I remember the first game of football was Man United versus Chelsea. Chelsea beat Man United. And we went down to the pub and watched it. And it was a really weird experience. And if you weren't standing in the right place, it didn't really work.
No. Yeah.
Also, the future is here. TVs. How the TV has changed.
We were talking about this the other day.
Little block ones to
yeah,
flat screens and whatever, and you keep mentioning projectors. Amazing.
Talking about my brother, his 3-year-old daughter threw the PlayStation controller at the TV and smashed it.
Oh no!
And he was like, "Oh, we had to get the 32-inch out from the bedroom to watch." And I was like, I remember when our TV broke and we had to watch the 12-inch portable.
I remember it broke. You just didn't have a TV.
Still a massive box.
VHSs to DVDs. The first time I put a DVD on with surround sound. Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah.
I can't explain these
I
moments,
used to have
actually.
a Sony surround sound DVD player with like the 5 speakers. You just like position them around the room in the right places and like move your sofa away from the wall so the speakers were in the right place. A
DVD in the car I thought was brilliant until it gave me car sickness.
Yeah.
So
TVs in the back of the headrests.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, very cool.
But thank you for all your comments and all your emails. Send them in next month. Do you want to do we do news? Is that a bit? Yes, do your thing.
Yeah.
Sergeant and Mr. Smith, you're going to love this house.
Bunk beds in a closet?
There's no field manual for finding the right home. But when you do, USAA Homeowners Insurance can help protect it the right way. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
Make this new school year an opportunity for your kids to learn important life skills with Greenlight. Greenlight is a debit card and money app for families where kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely, while parents keep an eye on kids' money habits. Greenlight also helps families get into their fall routine with a chores feature that lets parents assign chores and pay kids allowance when they check them off. Get your first month free at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
Sequel news.
Sequel news. Do you want to do the box office first or last?
Let's get out of the way.
Okay.
Hey, look, I can accept being wrong, okay?
Do you want to explain why we're bringing this up now?
Yeah, so in our review of Deadpool and Wolverine...
Even before that,
I was pretty adamant that Deadpool and Wolverine would not break 800 million because it's an R-rated movie. And historically, R-rated movies do not make that much money because you can't take the whole family to go and see it. And yet, I was very wrong. So, Dave will tell us how much, so far, Deadpool and Wolverine has made.
It's a monster, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
It's the second highest grossing movie of the year. Only Inside Out is now at 1.6, Virgin on 1.7.
I don't think it's going to beat that.
No, I don't think it will beat that either. Deadpool Wolverine is currently at 1.2 billion.
Crazy.
How
in this
incredible
climate,
is that?
In this kind of movie climate, to have 2 movies breaking $1 billion mark is pretty impressive.
And you said Despicable Me will beat it.
Did I say Despicable Me beat it? I think I said
yes,
June Part 2 would beat it, didn't I?
Well, you're both.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I said it wouldn't beat June Part 2. That's what I said. Which it still has. You know, it has beaten it.
If people go back, he was pretty sure. I thought also Despicable Me 4 would probably get up there. It's done pretty well. It's just under 900 million. Do you think that's a good or bad?
I mean, it's good. It's good for this, like I say, like this kind of climate, this cinema going climate. I think over 500 million is really good. Really good. So by the end of the year, that might even top $1 billion, right? Maybe. It depends how long they keep it in for. They've kept it in for the whole of the school holidays. Well, yeah. That's true. But yeah, I did think Despicable. I thought June Part 2 would beat Deadpool and Wolverine. I did think Despicable Me 4 would do better. I thought that would be one of the monsters. That and Inside Out, I thought would be probably the best performing. Yeah. But once we'd seen it and reviewed it, I did sort of think maybe it's not good as it's not as good as Inside Out 2. Maybe it's not going to get that. I just think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman were a PR. Yeah, they were absolutely. The marketing really paid off for that movie, right? And the cameos and the surprises and. Just is Marvel dead? Is it Savior of Marvel? I'm not quite sure if it's just Marvel or if it's just that character that people like.
I think we'll find out in the next movie.
It wasn't like a Marvel movie. You know,
No,
it wasn't kind of... It's not your standard Marvel movie, so I don't know if you can use that as a benchmark at this point.
No, I think people are like, Marvel are back. And I was like, let's just see, what the next couple of movies do before we get to the Avenger movies.
But it does mean that now Deadpool and Wolverine has beaten, like, Oppenheimer.
Yes.
That's wild. Like, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Just quickly, that Bad Boys has finally crossed 400 million mark. My beloved Bad Boys 4, Ride or Die.
Yeah.
Yes. Twisters is at 347 million. Pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is now available on Disney Plus. It looks like it ended up 397 million. Pretty good.
That's okay. I would have hoped it had done better than that, to be honest, but...
I mean, that's like you said. I think we just got a couple of freaks of Deadpool and that.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy every time checking the box office, and it was just when it went above 800, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And people were sending messages of just like, has Rich seen? I was like, shh, I want to tell him. But then I think you saw.
I didn't see. I didn't know how much it got to, but I knew from your face. whenever it was mentioned, it was obvious. Like, yeah, you were gloating already.
I did say.
I know. I was wrong.
I'm also pretty sure I said I thought Despicable Me 4 would beat it, but it didn't. So.
I'm sort of quite happy to be wrong as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
go cinema.
Yeah. Absolutely. People going to the cinema is a good thing. So I'm more than happy to be wrong.
I think it's still the highest grossest movie of the weekend, and it's been out for a month.
Really?
I mean, it beat like Borderlands and Trap, and what was the new one? The Crow.
Very bad things about Borderlands.
Yes.
So we did get invited to the screening, didn't we?
We nearly went. We were meant to go.
We did nearly go, but yeah, I completely forgot about it. And why didn't we go? I can't remember. I'd forgotten it was happening, I think. I
also had to drop the wife off at the airport.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's right.
It was a busy day. But I would have gone if you wanted to go, really. And I was like, I dragged myself up out of bed.
We can normally tell when a movie's not going to be great because we get invited.
Because we get invited, yeah.
If we get invited to a screening, chances are studios are panicking.
How depressing is that? How is depressing is that?
We're that barrel that, keeps on getting scraped.
Okay, we've really got to get through this news now.
Okay, sorry, mate. Sorry, yeah.
I'm going to go quite quick. This one is for you more than anyone else, I think.
Okay.
Greg Mottola has confessed there isn't going to be another Fletch film with John Hamm. I know you liked it.
Probably fine.
Oh, I thought you were a big fan.
No, I don't mind it. I love the first Fletch, and no movie since then has been a patch on that first one. So. None of the no Fletch outing has been as good as the first Fletch.
Yeah, that's the Chevy Chase one, right?
The Chevy Chase one, yeah. And I understand Chevy Chase is not a good guy, but he's really funny in that movie. I really liked it. So, yeah.
It might be rekindled at some point with someone else, because Fletch seems to be one of those things that never dies.
Confess Fletch was all right. It was, the John Hamm one. I quite enjoyed watching it. It was fun.
When they released it, no one knew about it.
Is it straight to Netflix as well, or straight?
It was either Netflix or Amazon or something.
Now TV or something. It was
something like that. Yeah, it was HBO Max in America.
Yeah,
the marketing was completely wrong. I think people have started to find it a bit more, but not enough to warrant a sequel yet. So anyway, The Accountant 2 wraps up filming. There's a surprise.
I've never even heard The Accountant.
Well, I've got Anna Kendrick and Ben Affleck. It was years ago.
Really? Okay. Well, I might look that up.
2016. Directed by Gavin O'Connor from Warrior fame. No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. I mean, calling a movie The Accountant. Accountants aren't known for their screen presence.
I would be interested to see how you react to it, actually.
Okay.
Because he's a man he's got
autism.
Yeah. So that makes him very good with numbers and that, but he's also very good with guns and stuff.
Such a stereotype. Yeah, okay.
So this is what I'm saying. I'd like to hear your thoughts of that. Just hear if you get
the whole stereotype of all autistic people as savants is a ridiculous one. Like, just because you've got autism doesn't mean you get great at maths. Like, you know, you met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. Everyone's different.
Well, let's watch that and hear you rant about it, okay?
Okay. All right, then.
Because we're going to have to do a single at some point. Apparently, rumours are John Wick could shoot next year. John Wick 5.
What? But he's dead.
Shh, spoilers.
Oh, come on. It's a year-old movie. Sorry. Spoilers.
I would put this very much in the rumour category. It could be a John Wick 5 without John Wick.
Yeah, could be a prequel or something, I suppose. Or,
I don't know. There's a whole world they're still trying to iron out.
4 wrapped it up so nicely. I don't think we need 5, do we?
No, and plus there's meant to be this ballerina film that they shot years ago and still hasn't released with Ana de Armas. And John Wick's in that film. Keanu Reeves has shot scenes years ago for that film. Okay. So once they figure out what they're going to do with that universe, because they're also meant to be having
TV show and stuff as well, right?
They had a TV show. The rumor of the blind guy.
Oh yeah, Donnie Yen.
Meant to have Donnie Yen's meant to have a
the blind guy,
an offshoot. I can't remember his name. There's so much information.
You should know because he always plays blind guys, right?
Exactly. Kevin Costner moves ahead with plans for Chapter 3 and 4 on Horizon, even though
I thought 2 had been cancelled or something, or like.
No, he's still ploughing ahead.
Oh right,
ploughing ahead. Not quite sure if cinema or whatever. Who knows? But God bless Kevin Costner
to watch
for
that
trying.
then. God's sake.
At home, I think it would be great to watch a 3-hour epic.
Yeah. To be fair, it would be fine to watch it at home because I can like watch half and then watch the next half, kind of thing.
I would like to watch in the cinema if I could get to a 2:00 showing.
Yeah.
One they're like, let's start it at 9:00. And I'm like, no.
If only the podcast could earn enough money that we didn't have to have actual jobs.
Yep. We would.
Yeah.
That is the plan, guys.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But hey, there we are.
It's the dream. Rush Hour 4, Brett Ratner's involvement is stopping the film moving forward. Of course it fucking is. He's allegedly a horrible man. So they've been shopping around Rush Hour 4 for a while. And everyone's really keen. And then he's like, but I've got to be involved somehow. And they're like, no.
Do we need a Rush Hour 4?
Rush Hour 3 was terrible.
I'm pretty sure 2 wasn't great either, was it?
2 was fun. Well, I haven't watched them in a while. They've probably aged badly.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't watched them in a while either. I kind of remember the first one being all right, and then the next 2 being
I quite enjoyed them.
Not great.
The first 2, but the third one is dreadful.
I kind of remember the first one, the best thing about the first one being like the outtakes in the credits.
Yes. Every credit should end with outtakes. In my eyes. Doesn't matter what movie it is. Furnish a film on a gag reel, and it's going to be a success, by the way. Just going to let you know. Next bit of news. Today, you probably haven't seen it, Rich, but Sonic the Hedgehog
Do you know
trailer
what? I have seen it, because I've got a 9-year-old boy who loves Shadow. So I have seen the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trailer. So there.
Thoughts?
I think it's not for me. But I've got a 9-year-old who's going to love every second of it.
Yeah. I went to the press screening of the first one, and I might have said this before, and the backlash that first one got from critics was weird because they were comparing it to Apocalypse Now or like 12 Angry Men. I was like, it's a fucking animated hedgehog. It's for the kids. This movie ain't made for you, gents. The Sonic, they're pleasant enough and they're fine.
The first Sonic movie is good. The second Sonic movie is good. The third one, who knows? It'll probably be good.
Keanu Reeves is the shadow character, whatever it's called. Great. Looks great.
Yeah.
But there is a part when they're turning certain people good, and it looks a bit weird.
Yeah, it does look a bit weird, yeah.
That's very Fast and Furious.
Yeah. We don't really need that. But I don't think that's going to pan out in the end. I think it's going to... I have a feeling that, that won't happen in the end.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That leads us on to, we'll go to straight to, well, Sonic's coming out at the end of the year, so we're going to be seeing it pretty soon, to be honest. Because this year is, again, flying. There was some news from D23 and Comic-Con. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up all together. There was some first sightings of the Fantastic Four movie. It's called The Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yeah, makes it sound like babies. But also, so the big reveal that everyone was talking about, I do know about the Robert Downey Jr. reveal. Of course I know that, Dave.
It was going to be my big finish.
Oh, sorry, mate, if I spoiled it for you.
You've ruined it.
I've ruined it.
Well, I might as well do that now then. Okay, Robert Downey Jr. is returning as Doom. Victor Von Doom.
How is he going to be Doctor Doom? I don't understand. It's weird.
I was hoping you were going to tell me.
I have no idea, mate.
Is there another variant of Tony Stark out there that he is or looks like?
Anyway. He can't be Tony Stark because he's Victor Von Doom.
I don't know.
It's weird.
But if he's just going to be under a mask and he's going to put another voice on, then great. Or if he's going to look just like their beloved Tony Stark and he's from another, whatever, I don't know, realm.
I don't know either, but...
This is the big news coming out of Comic-Con this year. They have officially announced that there's going to be an Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Doomsday is replacing that Kang film, The Dynasty of Kang. The Russo brothers are returning to direct both these films.
What are they going to do about Kang, though? Is it going to be like this, and he went back to his own home planet?
They'll either kill him off at the beginning, like Doom will kill the variants off.
Yeah.
Or they'll just keep him in the back burner for whenever they need it.
No, I'm going on...
Let the dust settle kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm going on knowledge from the early 1980s of Marvel Comics, when I was only kind of 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure Kang was in Secret Wars. So...
Well, I don't know.
Don't know either. But then Kang wasn't... I don't remember Kang being the biggest baddie. Doctor Doom was always the biggest baddie for me. But hey, I don't know. Are
you excited about Robert Downey Jr.?
I'm confused more than excited.
Did you watch the video when he takes the hood off?
No, I didn't watch the video, no.
I'm not a geek, Dave.
No, nobody got time for that.
I did. I was like, that's something. I mean, there's so many more actors that could have done it.
It's a thing. I'm, I guess, curious. I have a morbid curiosity to see how it's going to pan out.
I'm excited at the Russo brothers because they did so well on their Marvel films.
Yeah.
Outside Marvel films. Not excited by a Russo brother film. They've got one of the writers back, Stephen McFeely. Not McFeely and Marcus McFeely or whatever they're called. So these meant to come out in 2026 and 2027.
Not long.
Like you said, and you said Secret Wars is a big deal. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to get Doom in it.
It's a big...
And then link it to Secret Wars. And if you know what? Don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you, but I'm just going to say it could be really easy to make Secret Wars a horrible CGI mess like Quantumania.
Well, hopefully they've learnt from that.
I really hope so, because it could be shit.
Okay, well, that's happening. So Robert Downey Jr. has played Victor Von Doom, even though, why? But great at the same time. Who knows how everyone feels about that. He's a great actor. Other big news, the Tron Ares soundtrack is going to be coming from 9 Inch Nails.
Okay, I hate Tron.
Do you like 9 Inch Nails? Did they pass you by? Were they your thing?
Not really my thing. Yeah.
He hates Tron. All because of Jared Leto, probably.
Because of Jared Leto?
Jared Leto is in the new Tron movie.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, that's even more shit.
Oh.
I hate the first one. I really hate the second one. Putting Jared Leto in it is just going to make me hate this even more, I think.
Okay, we'll keep going. Disney's Frozen 3 has landed a new release date, which is a little later than expected. Basically, it's going to come out in 2027.
Okay, cool. For a while, I thought Frozen 2 was going to be the last movie I ever saw in the cinema.
I know. You never know. You can go for Frozen 3 and see if the world ends after that one as well.
Who knows?
So that's coming. Zootopia 2?
My son will be over the moon. He loves Zootopia.
It's been a long time coming.
He's loved Zootopia since he was very little, when he used to call it The Fox and the Rabbit, and we had to watch it over and over again.
Not a bad film to watch over and over again.
No, not as bad as Cars 2, which we also had to watch over and over again, which made me want to die.
There was a new trailer for Moana 2 later in the year.
Do you know what? I have seen the trailer. I'm on board.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully it all depends on the songs for Moana for me, I'm afraid, because the first soundtrack is banging. There was a first look at Toy Story 5 And it's something to do with AI technology. I have no idea how they're bringing Buzz and Woody back together in this film. And it worries me because Woody's meant to be like...
Off with Bo Peep, yeah.
He's meant to be walking the world. Like the end of Jules at the end of Pulp Fiction, isn't he? Just... And Buzz went off with Bonnie again. So who knows how they get back together. But Toy Story 5's happening. I did read today that Quentin Tarantino literally ignores Toy Story 4. And he's like, no, Toy Story 3 is the best trilogy. Not even going to bother with Toy Story 4.
Okay.
Also, big one announced, and this didn't see this coming. Incredibles 3 announced at D23 with Brad Bird's returning.
Interesting.
I like The Incredibles.
I like The Incredibles. I don't think it's my favourite Pixar thing. Like, I remember 2 being all right, but not amazing.
What happened at D23? They announced lots of sequels and stuff, and they are doing a couple of original ideas, but they are leaning more towards the Toy Stories, the Incredibles.
It does seem
the Frozens, the Moanas,
which is good for our podcast. I'm not sure.
Great for business.
Good for our brains.
Business is booming, especially over at Disney.
And my favourite Pixar movie still has no sequel, so
Bugs Life?
Nope. But we'll talk about it later.
Also, last thing to report, that Avatar's got a new name, Avatar 3. It's not like the Siege Dweller or whatever it was called.
Oh, it's just going to be called Avatar 3?
No, it's called Fire and Ash.
Of course it is. Yeah. So I'm guessing from that it's going to be set on a volcano.
It's going to be another clan, isn't it?
I'm so past giving a shit, honestly. I stopped giving a shit about Avatar about 4 minutes after I watched the first Avatar, when I realised it was Fern Gully. With blue people. So, yeah.
They're incredibly made films. Like, the second one is incredibly made. It's far too long and...
Really boring.
Really boring. And the third one is coming out Christmas 2025. It's not this Christmas. The next Christmas. Okay. So we'll go again, me and you, because my wife has no interest in these.
We'll go again, and it'll probably make another $1 billion. And, then we'll get another one and another one until we die.
Okay. Again, business is booming, guys. I'm just going to manifest it one day. I would like us to go to D23 or Comic Con one day. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think it would. If we could get past this kind of dull Marvelness and go to Comic Con when Marvel's good again. I'd be up for that.
Bringing out Robert Downey Jr. must have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the Blade film is still happening as well. But
what, the Mahershala Ali Blade film?
Yeah.
Or the new Blade film that I've seen them talking about, as in like doing like a Logan for Blade with Wesley Snipes getting to sign off.
I haven't heard that. I didn't read that. But...
something that Ryan Reynolds wants to do, apparently.
Yeah, but he wants to do a lot. Let's see what comes out of those movies. They threw a lot.
Hey, Deadpool's just made over $1 billion. He's going to get what he wants for a bit.
Yeah,
now.
but we're not going to get an Elektra spin-off movie from it, are we?
I don't think anyone wants an Elektra spin-off movie, but
exactly.
There is clamour for a Logan-style Blade movie and a Gambit movie now. There's a lot of chatter about, give Channing Tatum his Gambit movie. Do
you remember that bit when I was reading out the emails earlier and I wasn't giving out spoilers?
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Well, you said Elektra. That was a spoiler.
Oh, yeah, but now we've got Gambit's the big one.
If there are people in the world who don't know that Gambit's in it, like, literally it's been all over social media. Everywhere I look, it's bloody, like, Gambit meme saying, woo-wee.
But not everyone's on social media, especially. But they released a clip today of Gambit surviving, and in a reflection, one of those Marvel-y Doctor Strange rings kind of forming in his eyes. So, and again, Ryan Reynolds going, I want this to happen. And obviously Channing Tatum wants this to happen. We'll see.
Cool.
He might just rock up in an X-Men movie.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, but that is officially all the news. So we can move on to the next part, which is... It's my bit. Sequels that we've seen. Na 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 na. Sequels that we've seen.
Woo!
Okay, right. Let's go to my diary. I am pretty sure I've seen a lot of films this month. Actually, I kind of got one. Okay. Where can I put Godzilla -1?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm presuming.
Well, it's just
sequel
another
adjacent.
It's just another Godzilla film.
Yeah, I'd say
it's a sequel to. I wouldn't say it's a sequel to anything.
Okay, I really want to watch it. I might watch it tonight.
It is a marvel. It is the best thing I've watched in ages. It is so, believe the hype, Rich. It is incredible. Like special effects, though, it won the Oscar for the budget, which is like minuscule compared to everything it was against. By the end, I was pretty much in tears. You're going to love it because everything you said you hated about the other Godzilla films, you know, the legendary, smashy ones.
Yeah.
This is not. The character development and the story-wise comes first, and Godzilla's in that. It is amazing. I won't ruin too much, but you have to watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it, and I may very well watch it tonight.
And then we can talk about it next month.
Yeah.
And then we can really delve into it. But it is, thank you to everyone who kept sending me messages saying Godzilla -1's on Netflix now. And I was like, okay, good. Because we've been talking about it for a while. We're like, we want to see it, but we missed it in cinemas. And when was it going to come to whatever? Well, they finally released it, and they've released a black and white version. I haven't watched that. I don't know why people do this, but okay. It's a thing now. Watch the colour version and watch it with subtitles, not dubbed.
Of course.
I watched it with subtitles.
I'd never watch the dub one. Subtitles all the way.
Yes, good. But and we'll talk about it more when you've watched it, and we can really, hopefully, glow about it and really, it's great. And hopefully one day there might be a sequel. You never know. Okay, so have you seen any sequels?
Yeah, do you know what? I've seen 4 sequels this month.
Are these all ones with your son?
Yes, they are. So, in fact, I think every movie other than ones we've done for the podcast have been ones I've watched with my son for our little challenge.
Half term. It's summer term.
Yeah, it's summer holidays. So we've been watching quite a few movies. So he asked me if we could watch a movie with a dragon in it. And
Dragonheart.
I've never seen Dragonheart, and it didn't come to my brain. All I could think of was Reign of Fire, and I was like, no, that's probably not appropriate. And then I remembered The Hobbit.
Okay.
So we watched The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, which he sort of liked, and yet also bitterly complained there wasn't enough dragon in it. So then we had to watch The Desolation of Smaug, because that's got a lot more dragon in it.
A lot more dragon.
And then he really liked that. So then we had to watch The Battle of the Five Armies. So we watched all 3. And he said it was really boring. There was too much talking in it.
It's not. Yeah.
He was like, I was like, we could watch Lord of the Rings next. He's like, nah, I think I'm done.
Oh no.
I'll bring him back round to Lord of the Rings. It's okay.
Is this the first time you've returned to The Hobbit for a while?
It's the first time I've returned to The Hobbit since watching it at the cinema, I believe.
Ooh. And thoughts now?
And I think Desolation of Smaug might be the best one. I kind of. Yeah.
The last time I watched them, I watched the extended versions.
We didn't, because that would have been too much.
Because that would have been, like 5 hours again, yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, I quite like Battle of the Five Armies. Actually, no, what am I talking about? Unexpected Journey is the best one. The first one is the best one. Meeting all the dwarves and stuff, that is the best one. I think what I mean is Desolation of Smaug was better than I thought it was. It was better than I remembered it being.
Oh, that's good.
I remembered it being really bad. I remember Smaug being annoying and Benedict Cumberbatch's performance being frustrating, but it being better. They made him
slither around on the floor as mocap.
They did, yeah, that's weird. And then Five Armies, I quite liked.
For a film that has no actual book based on it, they really made some shit up.
They did make some shit up. That is true, and it's put me in the mood for watching the TV show that's going to Amazon in a few weeks.
Season 2 of Rings of Power.
Yeah, so I'm in that mood now.
Exciting.
So that's good. But yeah, I mean, I probably enjoyed them a little bit more than I did the first time around. I do actually own the extended versions on DVD because I bought them because I wanted them to go with my extended versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So
maybe that's next.
So no,
I can't remember what's different.
I don't think I want to watch the extended ones, to be honest.
I watched all 3 of them in lockdown.
Oh, okay.
And I got them on Blu-ray because I wanted them to go with my Blu-ray extended editions of.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched that. So that's 2 sequels that I watched. Also watched Inside Out 2 because that is now available to rent on home premiere.
Is it already?
It is, yeah. It's still in the cinemas, but you can rent it for like 13 quid or however much it was.
Okay, because your son wanted to watch it.
And my son's been desperate to watch it. He watched it and really loved it.
Really?
Really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I wondered what he was going to think of it. Because we said when we were doing the review, like, we're not quite sure.
He loved it. He really loved it. And he sort of said, must be weird being a teenager, having all these weird emotions. And I was like, kind of is. And yeah, it got me again at the end. I was getting a bit teary at the end again. So, you know. Did
he get it all, or was there some stuff?
I think he got a lot of it. Yeah, but I think he got a lot of it, and the stuff he didn't get, he just let pass by.
It was colourful and fun, and the characters.
Exactly. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And we also watched quite possibly the worst movie I've watched in some time, Tad, the Lost Explorer, and the Emerald Tablet. This is the third one in the Tad, the Lost Explorer trilogy. It's shit.
These ever come across my computer at work? I know their existence.
Yes,
but I've never watched any.
I'm not sure. I think it's like a French thing that's been dubbed into English, and it's basically like an Indiana Jones kind of / Inspector Clouseau kind of thing. He's like Indiana Jones by accident, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's rubbish. I really hated it, and George quite enjoyed it because it's it's colourful and animated, and he was just in that kind of mood.
What a roller coaster this is!
Yeah. So that's my sequels. Watched other movies, but those are the sequels for this one.
Well, let's go on to the other movies because I watched loads of movies. So do your thing.
I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, Movie Club.
There we go. Can I just start quickly? I've got a couple of films you have seen.
Okay.
I finally watched Unfrosted.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
Rubbish, but it did make me. I did go and buy
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts afterwards. It throws a lot of jokes.
It does. Not all of them good.
The best one for me is when the Mad Men came back.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. That's
that made me laugh. Apart from it, everything else is didn't work for me, but I admired the rate they were firing guns at you. And the storyline's interesting. Like, what if we made it like Birth of the Pop-Tart, like landing on the moon? Wonderful. Yeah. Just didn't work for me.
No, it didn't work for me either.
But Pop-Tarts, delicious the next morning.
Never been a fan of Pop-Tarts.
I went shopping and they were there in front of me and thought, fuck it, I'm having it. My wife's been away for a couple of weeks. So I watched a lot of movies. So I watched The Greatest Night in Pop. Do you know the American Band-Aid?
No.
We Are the World.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm not aware of the movie.
It's basically a documentary of that night when they got all those people in one room, which is incredible, amazing fits. But my favourite bit is when Stevie Wonder had to teach Bob Dylan how to sing like Bob Dylan. Which is quite funny, to be honest.
We all know how to sing like Bob Dylan.
There's a bit when he's looking around, he's thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? Because they're all belting it out, and that's not what Bob Dylan does.
No.
So that was great. What else did I watch? A film on Paramount Plus called Self-Reliance.
Okay.
Jake Johnson and Anna Kendrick.
Right. You love Anna Kendrick.
Yep.
You'd watch anything with Anna Kendrick in, right?
Yeah, she's good in everything.
Okay.
Apart from Pitch Perfect 3. Jake Johnson gets to selected to play in a dark web game that if he's by himself, people can kill him. But if he's with someone, no one's allowed to kill him. And it escalates from there. But his family don't believe him that he's on this game show. So it is quite funny. Right. If you like Jake Johnson, it's good.
I don't think I even know who Jake Johnson is.
New Girl. He's the voice of Peter B. Parker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
You know his face.
Yeah.
Very funny.
I know who he is.
Another film I watched is Queen Pins with Kristen Bell. And it's got Paul Walter Hauser, another mate of mine.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn. Funny. It's about coupons, real story. Made me laugh.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like a sequel to Kingpin.
No. It's not. I watched a film called Masterminds, which is from 2016, with a bunch of funny people in it, and it's not funny.
Okay.
Again, based on a true film. What else have I watched? Sisu, which was like the
Finnish movie.
The Finnish John Wick film. It's not as mental as I hoping it was going to go, but it's all right. It has some good action scenes in it. Oh, I'm trying to fill in some holes of Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
So Spielberg's film this month was, have you ever seen it Always?
No. I don't believe I have.
It's one of his bad ones, I would say, even for Phil Spielberg. It's got Richard Dreyfuss in it, John Goodman, Holly Hunter, and he's like a fireman, but with the planes, they drop water on forest fires.
Oh yeah, so it's like Planes 2.
No, he dies in it, and then he's got to become someone's guardian angel.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, Scorsese, I finally watched Hugo. You've watched Hugo.
I like Hugo.
What a lovely film.
Hugo's a great film, yeah.
Martin Scorsese, family friendly, like kids film about like the love of cinema. Holy smokes, that was good.
It's great, right?
Really enjoyed it. Oh my God, yeah, it really got to me. What else did I watch? I watched Bring It On for the first time in years, which I used to love. Has not aged well.
Is that the cheerleader movie?
Yes. Hasn't aged well. Hasn't aged well.
Okay. I don't remember it being good the first time round, but yeah.
I used to really like it, funny and stuff. Okay. But the one film I really want to talk about, I saw M. Night
Shyamalan.
New film Trap with Josh Hartnett.
I want to watch this film. I've seen it because the trailer kept coming up on every movie I've watched, and it's kind of made me want to watch it.
His films to me are always an event because you're either, and he doesn't hit the mark nearly enough, but he always offers something different and kind of something. His films. You know what he makes. So like, oh yeah, and you've watched the trailer. And you're like, what's the twist going to be in this film? Because I thought the twist is meant to be that Josh Hartnett, he's the killer. Half the film is set at the concert, which is a really good half. I really enjoyed that bit. And then second half, I won't do any spoilers. They go somewhere else with it. And that's the bit I really didn't like. I was like, no. So Josh Hartnett really camps up a lot. And I think he's having a great time being that role. Stupid people doing stupid things again. And there's a terrible script written, I would think. And then there's some awful acting around it. So it's a mixed bag, which seems to be his way. But it's definitely worth a watch just to see how people react to it.
Oh, I thought it could be really interesting, and it sounds like maybe it's not.
First half is really interesting, and then stupid things happen a lot.
Okay.
And I was disappointed.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
But that's everything I've watched.
Nice. Well, I haven't watched anything at the cinema because obviously I can't. I've got my boy and he doesn't like the cinema, so we've not really done any cinema stuff. But we have done a few like watching movies at home. So one we watched when we were on holiday, we watched Brave. Had we finished watching that by the time you turned up, or were we still watching it?
It was still happening.
Yeah. So we watched Brave, and George I don't think George had seen it before. But
I liked his running commentary.
Yeah, it's my favourite. I think my favourite Pixar movie, Brave. I really enjoy it.
It's great.
It is great.
It's great. It looks great as well.
George does a running commentary for every movie we watch.
Okay.
I repeatedly have to say to him, just watch. Just stop talking and watch. Stop asking me the questions about what's happening on the screen. Just watch what's happening on the screen and you'll know.
I love how frustrated he gets with the characters on the screen.
He does.
Like, of course it's...
he gets really annoyed.
How do they not know that?
Yeah.
I know, mate.
He gets very annoyed with people making stupid decisions in movies.
Imagine, wait until he watches Trap, because then he'll...
Yes, yeah. I think that might be a while, though. So, yeah, Brave, one of my favourite Pixar movies. In fact, my favourite Pixar movie. We also watched my second favourite Pixar movie, which is WALL-E.
Oh, breaks my heart.
I know.
So good.
And he absolutely loved WALL-E. You can tell George loves the movie because he doesn't ask questions. He watches it like this. Like... almost silently. He will ask a few things. There will be a few things. And he'll be like, did you see what he did? And that was like,
I can understand if you're asking a few questions about WALL-E. He's like, where is everyone? Well, hold on tight, kiddo. Cause...
No, he didn't ask where everyone was. He was totally fine with all that stuff. He was, it was like, he just asked things like, why are they wearing red?
Fair question.
But yeah, so he did ask a few questions. But yeah, we really both enjoyed both Brave and WALL-E. We also watched something called Mune, Guardian of the Moon, which is an animated movie. I think it was on Netflix. It's one I thought was going to be rubbish and actually was really good. Like,
is it a short film?
Quite enjoyed it. No, it's not short. No, it's animated movie. It's called Mune, Mune, Guardian of the Moon.
I've never heard of it.
No, I hadn't heard of it either.
When was it released?
It was released in 2014, so it's pretty old. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I think
You've had the best month watching kids programs.
French. Yeah, but yeah, it might be Amazon or Apple or something. But yeah, it was on something, and he just went, oh, that looks all right. Let's watch that. Oh, I think he saw a YouTube video talking about it, and he wanted to watch it.
Oh, how many films have you gone through now? Your 100 to watch for your.
Do you know what? I'll have to count up because there's one more that we watched this month, and it's Thelma the Unicorn. If you've heard of Thelma the Unicorn,
no,
it came out this year. It is about a little pony that gets covered in paint and glitter, and everyone thinks that she's a unicorn.
Is it live action or a cartoon?
It's animated.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can do this live action. That'd be ridiculous.
I've seen some bad unicorn films live action.
No, it's basically she's a unicorn. She's a singer in a band. She really wants to make it, but she doesn't actually start to make it until she becomes a unicorn, even though she's not a unicorn. She's faking it all the way through. And, it's all about be yourself. Don't be someone you're not.
That's a nice
story. It's all right. It's not great. It's fine.
Wow, you've really gone through a lot of cartoons.
He's been in a very animated mood since we watched The Hobbit.
Which is good.
I think The Hobbit kind of put him off live action a little bit, and he wanted something a bit more animated. So yeah, we've had a few animated.
Oh, and he saw the sorry, this is old news. The Venom 3 trailer. Did you show him that?
I haven't shown him the Venom 3 trailer yet, but he is aware that it exists, and he is very excited.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to TV.
This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow, the AI platform for business transformation. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built into. Enter ServiceNow. It puts AI to work for people, for employees, for developers, and even your customers, removing frustration and supercharging productivity. On our intelligent platform, AI isn't just a promise. It's happening today. That's why the world works with ServiceNow. To learn more, visit servicenow.com/AI for people.
Blinds.com's Labor Day mega sale is taking the labor out of shopping for new custom window treatments. Blinds.com is the better way to shop for custom blinds, shutters, and shades. 100% online with upfront pricing and free shipping. And Blinds.com has covered over 25 million windows, all backed by their 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com's Labor Day mega sale now for up to 50% off, plus premium doorbusters. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
TV Club.
Right. I've watched some shit.
I've not watched very much. So yeah, you go for it, mate.
Before we go, The Acolyte's being cancelled. Is that sad for you?
It's a shame. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I kind of liked it.
I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it, I think, but it is put a dampener on that. I was like, oh, well, at least there's no rush to watch it now because there's no season 2 coming.
No. Bit of a shame.
I don't think I can remember the last time we spoke. House of Dragons season 2 ending. I haven't watched it yet, so don't.
I don't think I'd watched the end last time we spoke, but I have now.
Good ending, bad ending?
Cliffhanger ending.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, very much a kind of I thought there was going to be another couple of episodes, but yeah, it's very much like
Also, this should be a news department. There's big rumours that there's going to be another series in the Ted Lasso. Excited for that? Or
I've seen that today, like Ted Lasso season 4. I'm wondering where they're going to go with that.
I thought it was going to be a spin-off of the Women's Team. I thought that would have been good what they were linking at the end. But if they're going to call it Ted Lasso, Ted Lasso's got to be in it. So we'll see. Okay.
We'll find out.
So what have you seen?
So not a great deal. I've watched, of course, I've watched the Daryl Dixon Walking Dead. I've watched the first half of that season because the second half's not out till September. But yeah,
good.
Really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it.
Has the other one? Is there another one that's just started on?
Yeah,
Dark
so there's
City
a
or something?
Negan one. Yeah, Dark City one. They're rolling out the spin-offs. I haven't watched that one yet. I haven't even started. But I will watch that too. Negan probably not my favourite character, so I'm
He's
not
the one
sure.
that put me off it.
But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to get into that or not. But yeah, we'll see. But the Daryl Dixon one, I really enjoyed. It's in France.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's my cup of tea.
And that's half a season so far?
Half a season so far, yeah. So they've split the season in half for some reason, probably to fit this Negan one in.
Do you like that or do you not like that?
I think it's fine. Because I binged it and then I got a little break, and then I'll binge the next half. So
they're doing that with, I haven't watched it, Emily in Paris.
Oh, right, okay.
And I was like, what is it like? And she was like, well, it's only half, so I've already got like, I was like, oh, do you like that? And she's like,
yeah, I don't know. It's a bit strange, but I think it gives you it's not a long time to wait. I also watched the final season of Umbrella Academy, which is something I've been really enjoying. I have never watched this, but a lot of people love it. And then they've got to this last season, and then they've literally saying, what's the point? It's quite disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, it's a very...
Was it rushed?
I don't know if it's rushed. I don't think that's right. But I do... The ending does render everything pointless.
Oh, that's not a good ending.
Everything you've watched, utterly pointless.
Oh, it's not like a Dallas wakes up in the shower, and it's all a dream. Actually, don't answer that. That could be a spoiler there somewhere.
It's not
for people.
Far off.
It
isn't that. It isn't that. There's no dream. But yeah, it does feel a bit... I really like 5. So there's a character called 5. All the Umbrella Academy are just given numbers, basically. Their dad just calls them number 1, number 2. But 5, I find the character of 5 really interesting. He's basically like a 14-year-old boy on the outside, but a 62-year-old man on the inside.
Right, okay.
And he'd got trapped in like some sort of time vortex where his mind aged, but his body didn't, or something along those lines. Like he's been alive for a lot longer than it looks like. But I really like him as a character, and I think the actor that plays him is really good. But yeah, this one was just a bit like, I don't know. The series wasn't.
You
great.
Seem sad about it.
I'm sad about the ending. I think they could have done it a lot better.
Okay. Well, I understand that. I'm sorry that happened to you.
So the actor that plays 5 is called Aidan Gallagher. I don't know if you've...
I've watched any of this.
I don't think I've seen anything else he's in other than
maybe now you
Umbrella
will.
Academy. Maybe.
Anything else?
I think that's it, really. I don't think I've really watched very much telly.
That's good. I've watched something that I think you mentioned to watch, Colin from Accounts.
Oh, yeah. There's a new series of that coming, isn't there?
That's season 2 coming out just in time. That's a good sitcom. I basically watched a few sitcoms because I'm trying to write things and inspiration and just set up and stuff, acts, first act, blah, 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 blah. All that bollocks. So I've watched Colin from Accounts. I thought it was good. I thought it was going to be a different show from the first season to where it goes.
I've not seen the second season at all. So
No, I'm talking about the first season.
Oh, right, okay.
Episode 1 to episode...
Oh, okay. You thought it'd go a different way.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot sillier from that first, and then obviously what you learned about the characters and stuff, and it's brilliant. Really good. Australian.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, it's really good. And also doubly good because I've always wanted a dog called Colin because of Spaced.
For a while, I did wonder where the Colin from Accounts thing was coming from, and then they explained that, so that's good. I watched season 1 of 2 of Avoidance, which is Ramesh Ranganathan's sitcom. I thought...
don't think I've seen that. Is that the one where he's divorced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's not... I don't think they're married.
Oh, okay. Well, they do
split up.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's about living away. I thought it was good. Really good.
Yeah.
There's a actress, Lisa McGill, I think her name is.
Oh, right.
She's so good in it. Stand out.
Okay.
Other sitcom I watched is Peacock.
Yeah. Oh, I've watched Peacock. There you go. That's
a very nice, pleasant, funny thing from some of the makers of People Just Do Nothing.
It's a really cringy, awkward, but in a good way.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
it's well written.
Do you know what? It's really well written because it's the sort of thing we would have written.
Yes, that's why.
The sort of things that we've made, that Peacock fits. That's exactly the sort of comedy that we've made in our.
It's got some very good laugh out loud moments and stuff. So I enjoyed that. I think that's all I watched. Oh, I watched Barbecue Showdown on Netflix, which I love, and I want to become a pitmaster.
Okay.
But who's got the time for that? US Ghosts on BBC iPlayer, which I still think is brilliant, by the way. It's not, it's a different type to what the UK one.
Yeah.
And as soon as it stopped trying to be the UK one, just for the American Office.
Yeah.
And comes its own thing with its own characters. Really good. I really enjoyed that. So that's not as long. And I think that's all I've watched.
Cool.
I'm watching Gen V on.
I haven't watched that. No.
Before I start the season, The Boys, and a little bit behind on that. Yes, chaos.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
I have watched a few episodes of Resurrecting Rides on Netflix. It's basically Pimp My Ride. It's pretty much Pimp My Ride. It's as stupid as Pimp My Ride. Like,
did they make the cars better than they did in Pimp My Ride? Because Pimp My Ride is famous for basically doing a shell of a car and then sending people out in death traps.
No, I think they do it better than that. I think they've learned a lesson, but it is from the makers of Pimp My Ride, so it is that kind of thing. And I do watch it going, fuck, I'd hate these, like all the cars you're making. You're taking some nice cars that have been unloved and basically rolling them in glitter and making them ridiculous.
Yeah, I watched one episode of Rich and I had to just tell him to stop talking, to be honest.
Tell me to stop talking?
Yeah, I told you to stop talking.
Because I was being annoying.
Yeah, why would you do that? I get it, Rich.
Yeah. I get that there are people out there who love modified cars. I stopped loving modified cars in about 1999 when I grew out of Max Power.
It was a great year. Great year. Anything else?
I think that's it, mate. I can't think of anything else I've watched.
Cool. Let's move on to release calendar. What's coming up? What's coming up in the month?
Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah.
I think there's something there on that one.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
So August is ending, and that means we're moving into September. Now, September is quite a slow month for sequels, but there's a big one right at the beginning, and I'm quite nervous about it. So September the 6th, Beetlejuice is coming out.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
How you feel about that one?
Same as I had before. Nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous. If there's anything I could think of that didn't need a sequel, I think it's Beetlejuice. But we'll see.
There's actually no other sequels coming out on this list. There might be some.
Smile 2? Isn't that coming out in September?
No, Smile 2 is coming out on October the 18th.
Oh, blimey. That's not for a while yet, then.
Not for a while. But other films coming up. The Speak No Evil, the James McAvoy horror one looks quite scary.
That does look creepy.
Wolves, starring Brad Pitt and George Clooney. They're already bigging up a sequel to that.
Okay.
So
is that about the football club?
No. There is the Megalopolis, the Francis Coppola's new film.
Oh, Francis Ford Coppola's one where nobody wanted to make it, so he made it himself.
When they released a trailer with loads of negative reviews of all his famous films, and they found out the reviews are all fake.
Made them up, yeah.
So I'm not quite sure if that's good.
That's great marketing, that is.
Well, people are talking about it, I guess.
True.
But do you want people to go and see your movie just in case it's shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird one. Apparently there's a new Hellboy coming out. Hellboy, the Croaked Man. This is another reboot, or maybe even an anime movie. I don't know.
We could maybe do an unequal reboot or something.
Yeah, unequal remake.
Yeah,
there is talks of us doing an unequal remake. Schedule-wise, we've got to find something to do next Friday. Then we're doing the 4th Rambo film for Box It Mentality, which is exciting.
Yes.
Then we're going to review Beetlejuice. On my schedule that I wrote ages ago, I've put Goldfinger 60th year anniversary. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Yeah, you know how much I love a Bond.
I thought let's go 60 years.
Yeah, true. We've got to do it. It's got to be done.
And then Disenfranchised, we're doing the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And then the Roundup. So that's our schedule at the moment. We're not quite sure we're doing it for next Friday, but something will come up.
I'll find something. Out. Yeah, I'll find something. Oh, 60 years of Goldfinger, eh?
Goldfinger.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I like it. I get it.
That must mean like Sean Connery's like 105. How old is he now? 90? Must be 90.
Sean Connery's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, shit.
He kills people that are alive, and he keeps people that are dead alive.
It was COVID times. Come on, it was everything. Nothing that happened in COVID. I'm held. Held in my brain.
That's true. So I think September is one of those months that is normally quite slow this time of year for the sequels and the releases, because it's summer's ending, and people have got their big blockbusters out, and then They're waiting for that October scary films.
It's that back to school bullshit time, isn't it?
So no animated films will be released at this time.
No.
There'll be some filler ones. So hopefully we'll get something good. But that's it for release-wise. What's coming up? Got to use that in the future.
I like it. Yeah.
Rich, see us out.
I will. I was just I'm going to Google what came out in September 1994 and have a look. But I'll save that for later.
Yes.
And instead, we'll talk about this episode, not a future one. But as I forgot at the start of this episode, we have only just finished season 6 in this month. So if you've not managed to catch all of season 6 yet, go back and listen to it. It's not going anywhere. It's there, as is season 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and even season 1. Sorry about the audio quality. We get better. I believe the guests make up for it, though, because that's season 1's guests are great. So yeah, go back and have a listen. And if whilst you're there, we'd really like a review, especially on Apple Podcasts. So if you go onto Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review and we'll really love you forever, because the more reviews we can get on Apple Podcasts, if we get to 200, then we can become Rotten Tomatoes certified critics, which I think would be hilarious because we're rubbish. So yeah, that would be funny. Get our criticisms on Rotten Tomatoes. Not sure how that's going to work because we don't really write it down, but hey, it'll be something we can do. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind doing that, go on there and give us 5 stars. Tap us that review. We'd really like that. Thank you. Also, while you're around, if you really like those back episodes, then get yourself onto anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, where you can hear that box set mentality stuff we talked about, disenfranchised stuff, and all the extra bits to all our extra episodes, all those sequel sessions. So you'll be able to hear loads of extra stuff from people. If you've really liked listening to them talk about movies, I promise you will really like listening to them talk about other things and life in general, which you can do in those sequel sessions. And yeah, get on social media, tell us what you thought of whatever it is you want to talk about. Get in touch with us. We're on all the social medias, even the bad ones like Twitter or whatever it's called now, X, the thing that everyone's getting rid of. We're even still on there, and we will be until it dies, which will hopefully be soon. And yeah, get in touch. If you don't do social media, you can get in touch with us on unequalsequel@hotmail.com, and we'll read out any of your comments in the end of month roundup, just like we did in this one.
Yes, send your thoughts in. I do like it when you not complain about the audio quality, but here you are using a backup mic because your mic blew up.
Better than the old mics we used to use, though.
That is 100% true. 100% true. Yes, thank you for everyone that sends your thoughts in. Keep them coming. Like you said, we want to be on Rotten Tomatoes, so do that for us. Next week, we're not quite sure what we're going to do. I just got to quickly plug the great Tom Cruise Cake Quest. Episode 2 has just come out.
I'm excited about that, mate.
Oh, thank you very much. It's another good one, and one of our best friends, James, is on it. And you might have heard about James. We talk about him quite often on this podcast, and you find out what a special little boy he is on that one. So that's fun. I've got nothing else to say, but thank you, everyone. See you on the next one. It is a goodbye from me. Goodbye. It's a goodbye from him.
Bye.
That was so loud. I think it didn't come through in my earphones. You just did this. Look like you shit yourself. Anyway, see you on the next one. Stick with this one. Have a good week. Bye-bye. It's a scary face when you did that.
Sorry. My wife always knows when we finish recording because she can hear me shouting bye from in the house.
She's like, get the dinner in the oven or something like that. Go.
She's like, you get the dinner in the oven when you come in.
Oh yeah, you are the chef. That's true. On to September. Remember. I know It's not November. Yeah. Back to work.